into the shadows where magic stirs, families fracture and reform, and even the darkest days battle against the faintest flicker of light. Book 1, Silver Ladders, Episode 5, The Moonwell Stirs. By Thalia Carrion. That night, the lanterns in the Great Hall burned like restless creatures. Their golden light leapt across the stone walls in jagged arcs, flames sputtering within their glass cages as though the air itself trembled. Shadows crawled along the beams overhead, stretching and sliding across the tapestries in shapes that did not belong to anything living. The estate had survived storms, witch fires, and a century of whispered hauntings. But never had its lanterns danced with fear. Never had they looked alive. Vass moved beneath them in silence, each step measured, precise. Sparks crackled along the length of his staff, answering the tension humming through the hall. His armor pulsed faintly, runes glowing and dimming like warning heartbeats. "Ilara," he said quietly, urgently, "inner hall. Take Astra, now." Ilara did not hesitate. She pulled the baby tight against her chest and hurried down the narrowing corridor. Above her, the lanterns bowed away from the windows, shrinking from the darkness pressing against the glass. "What is it?" she whispered. "A what?" Vass replied, parting the drapes with 2 fingers. Moonlight carved his face into silver and shadow. His expression sharpened, rigid, honed like a blade. "It isn't holding a shape." A chill slid down Ilara's spine. "Is it the same thing from the forest?" Vass didn't answer at first. Then quietly, "It feels older." The house groaned deep within its bones. The floor trembled beneath Ilara's boots. The carved banisters vibrated, recoiling like living things sensing a predator. "Ilara," Vass's voice snapped back into command. "Go now." She ran. Portraits stared wide-eyed as she passed, painted mouths frozen as if ancestors screamed warnings she could not hear. Her boots struck marble in frantic rhythm. Astra stirred in her arms, tiny brows knitting as she sensed the fear threading the air. The inner hall doors heaved open before Ilara reached them, opening like lungs gasping for breath. Inside, moonlight poured through the domed skylight. The twin moons overlapped in pale fire, illuminating the starburst mosaic beneath her feet. The sealed passageways circling the chamber felt deeper than ever, darker, as though something ancient pressed against their stone skins from the other side. At the center stood the pedestal, and upon it, the moonwell. Ilara approached slowly, pulse skipping as she took in the swirling, milky light within the moonstone bowl. Magic thickened the air, bending it, warping the edges of her vision like heat rising from stone. Astra stirred. Her mismatched eyes cracked open. And in that instant, Ilara saw something that did not belong to infancy. A future. Astra grown, fierce, radiant, hair woven of starlight and shadow, eyes blazing with prophecy. A warrior sorceress standing beneath collapsing constellations, defiant against the dark. Then it vanished. A blink. A breath. A baby's sigh. But Ilara stood frozen. "Ilara," Vass's voice thundered down the corridor. A violent crash shook the estate. Dust rained from the ceiling. Chandelier chains screamed. "It found the house," Vass snarled, bursting into the doorway. Behind him, cold poured in. Not air. Absence. Torches guttered violently, flames shrinking to trembling pinpricks. Frost raced along the stone. The corridor darkened as if light itself were being devoured. A whisper slid forward like something alive. "Ilara." Her knees nearly gave out. That voice. The same cursed whisper from the forest. Vass slammed his staff into the floor. Lightning erupted upward, strobing the corridor in blue-white fury. And the intruder revealed itself. A towering smear of darkness. Skinless, boneless. Limbs stretching and retracting like melted wax, trying to remember form. Its face a shifting theater of half-made expressions, none human. Hollow sockets watched. And deep within its chest glowed a dim, false light, a mimicry of life. Astra whimpered, fingers curling tight. The moonwell answered. Its glow surged outward, wrapping the cradle hollow in shimmering radiance. Sigils across the floor ignited, a constellation awakening beneath Alara's feet. Vas planted himself between them. "Stay behind me." The creature lunged, darkness whipping forward like a tidal wave. Vas struck the floor. Blue light exploded outward, tearing through the chamber. Portraits ripped from walls. Stone shattered. Wind howled as if the house screamed. The shadow recoiled, but reformed instantly. "Alara, bring me the child." "No," Alara screamed. "You cannot have her." The whisper slithered closer, coiling around her boots. "We already know her. We will finish what was begun." Vas roared, hurling a spear of lightning. It tore through the creature's torso and sealed shut like tar closing over water. Vas stared. "That's impossible," he breathed. "Nothing heals that fast." Alara pressed herself against the pedestal, shielding Astra. The moonwell's light intensified, spinning faster, humming louder, alive, responsive. Astra's eyes widened. Another vision flashed. A burning citadel. Astra older, commanding moonlight like chains, stars bending toward her will. Shadows fleeing. Then, gone. A baby's hand. A soft cry. But the moonwell pulsed in recognition. Vas felt it. "Alara," his voice dropped. "The child is awakening." The creature shrieked, a soundless rupture that shattered a lantern overhead. Glass rained down. The estate wailed. Cracks spiderwebbed across the dome. "Alara," Vas bellowed. "Take Astra, the house won't hold." The creature surged again, massive, formless, relentless. Astra cried. The moonwell erupted. A column of white fire tore upward, and the world vanished into blinding light. Audiobooks